We always feel like there's things that are spying on us, people are out to conspire against us, people are going to ruin the world. In my head. Hello everyone, hello. It rained last night and I was not able to go out for a walk and do a video, so I'm going to make up for it tonight and I'm going to release a video on Saturday instead of Friday. So this is actually Friday, but you'll be seeing this tomorrow on Saturday. I don't know how the lighting is here. I'm just in a rush and I just can't today. So this is my day that I do everything. Before I left the house, I was trying to get something to work on the computer that just was not working. I was trying to render a video and I'm trying to make it look a specific way, and for some reason my program kept adding like an extra line to the very side of the video. I am no novice to working with video, and it just seemed very odd, and so that's not important for any of you, really. I just wanted to express that I am frustrated. You know, part of this channel is humanizing mental health. If you're new here, I talk about, you know, different mental health topics, sometimes in the parking lot. And so I like to show my own mental health and how it's going day to day, and right now I'm frustrated, so I'm expressing that. So that out of the way, I wanted to talk about schizotypal personality disorder, and I hesitated to talk about it because I don't have it. I don't know anybody that has it. I've never had it, and so I wonder, like, how qualified am I to talk about it? You know, I have a video here about it on the channel. I also have a video, I believe it's 5 myths about schizotypal personality disorder that I did. And so a lot of my audience here, hello audience, you may have come to see me because you have schizotypal personality disorder yourself. And I don't want to neglect you. It's really hard doing this channel for me because I want to include everybody and who has any kind of mental problem, mental health problem, mental disorder, whatever it is. But at the same time, trying to include everybody means that when I do my day-to-day stuff, I'm going to exclude people sometimes. So today it's schizotypal personality disorder. I have to do some shopping. We'll come back and we'll talk. Okay, so schizotypal personality disorder, for those that don't know, it is on the schizophrenia spectrum, I believe. Again, I'm not like an expert on this stuff. I don't have personal experience with it, so I'm just going to say what I know. But I'm not a professional, so take what you will. It is a pattern, like all personality disorders, it's a pattern of behaving and interacting with the world. And it is characterized by having these what are they called? Ideas of reference. So you may feel like things have a special significance that they may not really have. You may believe in things like UFOs and a sixth sense and ghosts and like paranormal situations, ESP, all that kind of different stuff. You may feel that the government is spying on you. There's a lot of paranoid thoughts that go into schizotypal personality disorder, and that makes it hard to form interpersonal relations with people, to have intimate relations with people. Somebody pulled up next to me, so we'll continue this as I get to my next location. Alright, well, everybody's doing their laundry today, or maybe there's only a few select people with tons and tons of laundry. Let's get back to what I was saying. I was talking about ideas of reference. So people with schizotypal personality disorder, they have ideas of reference. And ideas of reference are when you feel like something has more importance than maybe it does. Maybe you feel like things are related to you that really aren't. So you could maybe look at a plant in the corner of the room and feel like there's a listening device in it. Or maybe you walk up to somebody and they look at you a certain way, so you immediately think that they're bad and that you need to get away from them, even though they may have just been, you know, walking and looking at you like anybody else would look at you. You just kind of get a vibe off of them. So these different kinds of scenarios play out, and they often have a tinge of paranoia to them, where it feels like we can't trust people, we don't want to, we don't know what's safe because we always feel like there's things that are spying on us, people are out to conspire against us, people are going to ruin the world. those kinds of things. However, because they're ideas of reference and they're not delusions of reference, when we are challenged on these things and when we really sit down and think about them, we realize, like, no, that's probably not actually happening. It's just the way I feel about things. So we're not so far steeped in it that we definitely believe that's absolutely what's going on. So that is kind of the gist of schizotypal personality disorder. And as I mentioned, it's hard to have friendships and relationships with people because we have a hard time trusting them. We have a hard time believing that they're really authentically there for us. Often schizotypal, from what I've heard, schizotypal personality disorder can be misdiagnosed as borderline personality disorder because of that. That distrust looks a lot like the fear of abandonment in borderline personality disorder, and those like rocky back and forth relationships that you'll see in borderline, you may also see in schizotypal personality disorder. You might also, people might go to a therapist who have schizotypal personality disorder thinking it's like social anxiety, but with social anxiety, it's not necessarily about paranoia. It's not necessarily feeling like people are going to harm you. Social anxiety is just a general anxiety that comes up when we're around other people. So you can have both. You can have schizotypal and social anxiety, but that may also be like the wrong path to go down. So what else did I hear? That maybe autism, people believe they're on the autistic spectrum disorder. However, again, you have to see a professional really and figure out what's going on. You also want to be cautious that there's not schizophrenia happening, or that you might be, I believe it's called prodromal for schizophrenia, where your symptoms of your ideas of reference, maybe they're starting to turn into delusions of reference. So be aware that schizotypal personality disorder can go into schizophrenia, and you could also come out of schizophrenia and still have schizotypal personality disorder. And that's a big distinction to make, actually, is that when the schizophrenia is in remission, the schizotypal personality disorder is still there. That's how you would know that it's schizotypal personality disorder. So that's kind of like laying the framework for what schizotypal personality disorder is. I have to go home and finish what I'm doing, and maybe I will see if I can find something else to add to this video, because again, I'm not really so knowledgeable, but I know that you're a lot of my audience, so I want to talk about it. All right, well, I've just been rushing around. It's actually past midnight and I need to get back home. So schizotypal is very stressful for the people living with it. Like all personality disorders, they have trouble with empathy, with intimacy, with self-direction, with identity. I have mentioned that I'm not so familiar with it myself. So I know there are a lot of you who are on my channel who have schizotypal personality disorder. I know there's not a lot of videos out there about it right now, and I wish that I knew more, that I could kind of contribute a little bit more. So maybe if you comment below, let me know, what do you think are the essential things that I or anybody else needs to know about schizotypal personality disorder? I will say that if you believe this is what's going on with you, you may want to get to a therapist just so that they can confirm and they can monitor to make sure that you don't start leaning towards schizophrenia, because if you start moving into schizophrenia, you may need to be on some kind of medication to manage some of the psychosis that may happen, some of the delusions of reference that occur with schizophrenia. And so I'll just give that little recommendation there. Of course, a therapist is going to know best what's for you and if this is even what's going on for you. But if you know you have the disorder, if you know you have schizotypal personality disorder, please let me know, what do you think it is that I and others need to know about this disorder? And as always, if you are new here, please subscribe to get the rest of my videos. I do videos on mental health Monday through Friday, and hit the bell icon if you'd like to get notified each time a video comes out. Thank you as always. If you'd like to support this channel, I'm over on Patreon, and you can get some behind the scenes extra stuff over there in exchange for supporting this channel. So that would be greatly appreciated, and I'll see you around on Monday, everyone. Thanks for hanging in there with me.